The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Morning, fellas. Guys, very good morning. Good morning, good morning. Guys, those of you that are in the room that are in order flow group number 2, which meets today, I have sent the link. You should all have it. If you do not, email me. I will, of course, make this announcement later. Trial, one of the benefits that we offer is, good morning, Ryan, is that we have a member Skype. When we're not in the room, members can share ideas. Good morning, Mimi, Patrick, Jacques, good morning. When we're not in the room, I can, of course, and do put trades in member Skype. We had a trade yesterday. I did not take the Nasdaq trade myself, but I do give the option to traders. Nasdaq was around 64, 65 area, and I had a target at 39.5, but the stop was 91. So I put that in. Those that elected to take it got their target 39.5. We actually came down lower than that. And we did have a nice ES trade as well in the afternoon. So something filled. Looks like, yeah, gold just took a long on the 3-minute robot. Gold's been chugging around a little bit. We are long on the gold on the 3-minute robot. You guys can see, for those of you that have the bot and have been using it for a while, you can see the volatility is negligible. First target's 13 ticks. We had a nice burst yesterday, but there's just not much in gold. Gold hit 44.6 and just failed. If it gets above 44.6, it goes 46.7, 8 area. But this is the first bot trade, the first trade that my bots have taken. I do have ZB on. I will suggest that we do have 4-star news coming up. We have, hey, good morning, Daryl. We have continuing and initial jobless claims, excuse me, this morning. So ideally, we probably don't want to run bots that are potentially, could get whipped around in news. So if you've got something that's well into a long or well into a short already on the bots, you are probably safe. For instance, ZB is not going to take a short. I mean, it's well into a long. The likelihood of it, of the news changing that direction is slim, but something like the Nasdaq on the 3-minute. Good morning, Becky. The Nasdaq on the 3-minute very well could take a trade short and then bounce right back up. So I will not trade, I will turn that off. Okay. Gold should go now. Should get that first target anyways, fellas. I'll read the disclaimer in a minute. Uh, 81.7. You are long 81 on the first. Okay, so you took that first blue candle. That's a permissible trade. I've been showing my live account all week, Judd. Watch the videos. There's first. Well, got both targets. All right, guys, I'm going to turn my bots off at this point. Both targets are hit on the bot, and I'm going to shut them off. It's only 38 ticks, but RTY took it early because of the bounce off VWAP. Okay. So more of an order flow trade. Good. Guys, we have 4-star news at 8:30. So you may want to shut your bots off. I don't suggest trading into news. You had a good day yesterday. Continuing in initial jobless claims at 8:30. We have natural gas, of course, at 10:30. Hey, good morning, Mark. I don't generally pay much attention to natural gas. I'll watch it at 10:30, but we don't usually. There's just not a lot of movement. So we do have continuing and initial jobless claims, fellas. If you guys are here on trial, good morning and welcome back. Today is Thursday. It's the 4th day of your trial. U.S. government required disclaimer. Futures and options trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the futures and options markets. Do not trade with money you can't afford to lose. This website is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy or sell futures or options. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on the website. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. CFTC Rule 4.41, hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Since trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. Excuse me. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown. Last but not least, past performance is not indicative of future results. The fact that I may or may not be in a trade does not lend more or less credence to that trade. Please trade according to your own trade plan. Please trade according to your tolerance for risk. Okay? Okay, bunch of you guys. First target's about 12. First target's like 12. If that breaks, it goes. If 12 breaks, it goes. Small sellers in here. It's trying, fellas. A little bit of support at 13. It's holding 13. Here it comes. Come on, buddy. Got more sellers in the current candle. What's your stop, Greg? The same 23? We held 13 area. What a dud for news, man. What an absolute dud. It's 15-minute support right around 13. It's got to break. Look. This is a 15-minute candle. There's your support, 15-minute support, right? I've got my lower high. This has to break and we could come down, 705, which is that's a 20 period moving average. And then the 50 is all the way down here at 73. And the 100 is all the way down at 68. So if that 15-minute support gives, it'll come. Silver is rolling over. and looks like it's going to follow gold to VWAP. Gold should come to VWAP. 42.2. I think it bounces 43 first. You guys should get this now. First target at 12. Silver looks like it's coming down to VWAP if anybody wants to sell silver. First target maybe 090, 27090. No, I said, well, you can just below that, Saeed, but I said 12 was your first target. So guys are probably short now from about 17 or 18. The stop doesn't change. It's 23. Gold didn't make it to 43 yet. Come on, Nasdaq, give him first target. Good Lord, man. 9 ticks. There it comes. It's trying. Crude, dead quiet. I mean, there's no movement really anywhere, guys. Which NQ, Greg? A 3-minute bot? Greg? 3-minute? No, it's in a long. Did yours fire? Then why would you think mine fired? You really need to watch those videos, buddy. Look, how could this fire? It's in a long. The only way it takes a trade is short. The trade that I offered was based on order flow, not the bot.
Order canceled.
Guys, just if you're new, and Greg is newer, if you're new or you're here on trial, if there is a bot trade, you'll see it on the screen. I'll put the bot on the screen. Otherwise, it's an order flow trade, unrelated to your robot. Any bot trade I will put on the screen. Right now, ES on the 15-minute is well into longs. Not likely we get a trade on the ES 15-minute. Gold on the 15-minute, well into longs. Not likely we're going to get I mean, it went in long at 2 a.m. this morning. Still in longs. Not likely we're going to get a trade on gold on the 15-minute. Bonds are in longs but could roll. So we have a shot of a bond trade. ES on the Uniranco is also in a long and would, it's following the 15-minute and would need to roll over to give us a short on the ES. Crude currently on the robot, I only trade one chart, which is that Uniranco. Doesn't take many trades, but it is high probability. Is in a short, so needs to go long if it's going to take a trade. Gold on the 3-minute looks like it could roll over. Uniranco on the Russell, which I have on, is well into a long. We'll probably get a trade there, but closer to the open. I will be shutting my bots off momentarily, Mark. We're now into the dead time of trading, and I don't want to be in really any bot trades. Maybe gold, but it is a 4 range, correct, Keith? And Nasdaq on the 3-minute is also into longs. So we're going to need some reversals in order for bots to fire. There has been one bot trade so far this morning, which I showed. That is the gold trade, which went to both targets for 38 ticks. The bot is up $380. I'm not following. I don't have a YM bot, so I can't tell you what that's doing. I know Dr. Dean had a YM bot short. I personally don't trade the YM. Now, Dean does with terrific results. I just don't trade the YM much. On occasion, I'll take a YM trade, but today will be the day I take 3. But I honestly don't take many YM trades. At 7:57. Yeah, mine would have also, Paul. I don't like trading and this may help you. I don't like trading the Russell in pre-market because it's fairly thin. So the only bots that I turn on at 6 a.m. Eastern are the ones that Dean generally trades. Nasdaq, ES, gold, and YM. Now, I don't trade the YM. So I turn on Nasdaq, ES, and gold at 6 a.m. each day. Now, the other instruments, bonds, you can turn bonds on, but they're so slow. They're so slow moving. I mean, you got a better shot of getting bonds to move 10 ticks. They're just not. During the market, it'll move, but I'm not really interested in some of these other things like Uniranco on the ES or whatever. I don't trade those. I do after the open. But the primary bot charts are 4. Anything else is an effort to find more trades. You guys enjoying Dean in the morning? Good. I mean, he's an abundance of information, guys. Just an abundance. What he lacks in bringing snacks and coffee to the room, he makes up for in his knowledge. Learn from that. I've been trying to get him to do snacks for years, but he won't do it. Crumb cake, something like that, coffee cake. Danishes would be nice. Oh, he's got hundreds of videos. I don't know about pie. Nasdaq could break up here, fellas. Dean lives in Massachusetts somewhere. I don't know if he lives by a bay. I don't know. That is correct, Rick. Carcinogenic. I don't eat much of that. Once in a while, even though I'm basically on a keto diet, I don't eat a ton of bacon. I hate to say diet. I'm on a keto lifestyle. I don't eat much sugar. I don't have much sugar in my diet, if any. I don't eat bread. I think so too, Paul. Yeah, right. I get them from my vegetables. Yep. My wife is. Do I notice a difference? Oh yeah, absolutely. I started this, Tim, about maybe 4 months ago. I also looked at guys. I'm just killing time. I mean, there's nothing to do here. Nasdaq finally got first target. That's funny. What a ho hummer. We held 12. Anybody hold that Nasdaq to target? Stop held. Anybody hold Nasdaq? Okay, guys, good job. Good job. Ryan, Gary, nice job. I mean, it's a slow trade today, fellas. This is just mind-numbingly painful. Okay, Patrick. I'll take care of it when the room closes. Nasdaq's got 5-minute support right about that 12 area. If that breaks, I mean, we could come all the way down to, I mean, I have a target potentially at 672 because nobody wants to buy these highs. It's, in my opinion, it's all retail traders up here. I do not believe that institutions are buying these highs. And this VIX is so damn low that at some point somebody's going to get ratcheted. All right, guys. Let's see what we get here. Now we're starting to work down. I have a target at 701. Those of you guys that have been in this trade, your first target is, of course, off. And now I think we can come down to 700, 701, and potentially lower. We do have some support to break at 10 and 7. Next candle at 9 o'clock, fellas. Crude busted up nicely. Nasdaq sitting. See what we get in 5 seconds. There's top of the hour. Come on down, Nasdaq. Let's go see VWAP. That'd be nice. I'm not longs, what it looks like on RTY. I'm not buying it, Becky. I just don't like. Yeah, GC is in a buy zone down here. Gold should bounce out of this zone. All right, fellas, I'm going to take my breakfast break. I'll be back just to share this with you guys. First thing this morning, well, 2041, we hit that support at 20, breached it by 3 whole ticks, and had a nice bounce all the way back up to the green. Pam Ludwig. If you want her email address, I'll send it to you. These are not my levels. This is her indicator. We came down again and tagged here at 513 this morning and got a nice little bounce from 20 back up to 38. And then we breached it again here at about 6:30 this morning at 20. We came down to 11, so 9 ticks through. And then the move back up, little bounce. There's a trend line here we just broke here. And then we just tagged it again at 7:53, came through by 2 ticks and got this move. She gives a trial with her indicator, guys. And it can be, used on any time frame. And if I take a trade, or when I take a trade, I should say, I, of course, will show it. This Russell bid is scary. Let me get some bots on. Russell's into a long. I'm turning that on. See why I don't run the Nasdaq this time of morning, guys? Not that this can't just drop down, but look at the lack of volatility. This is ridiculous. You have a four handle first target. I am using a 4-5 range on that CL, yes. I've never traded anything that small, but Gary, hey Jeff, Gary turned me on to that. So I got that on, guys. My gold is on. My ES is back on. My bots look like they're going to go in a short on bonds. I mean, not bots, bonds. ZB is setting up for a short. Hasn't fired yet. So my bots are all on. This is the pop back up that I was thinking we might get into the open. This is the reload for what I think is shorts, but again, who knows? I do not know. Three minutes. Everybody good? Anybody have any questions? Trials, good morning and welcome. Got a fairly large audience again today. If anybody has any questions before the open, please ask. Right after, as soon as we open, I'll be looking for trades. This may be your long on gold right here at 44. It's got a pop 44.6 as well. Small buyers in gold at the moment. I will wait for our indicator to come all the way through on a blue candle. Yeah, we're getting a pop on the open, or ahead of the open. Let it pop. We basically held 20 period moving average at 08.5. A breakdown below that 08.5 could take this down to 79 on a 15-minute. Silver is trying to get a bid also if you trade silver. Here's silver. Silver right here. Yeah, I'm always leery when they run it up or down ahead of the open. John. All right, guys, under 1 minute. Look at this. Day high at the before the open. It's always an interesting thing. Good morning, Marco. You haven't missed much this morning. One small Nasdaq short. Went to first target only. Nothing. You've missed nothing. Crude is still going, probably up to 73, then maybe 77. Nice. Oh, Lord. Silver looks like it's going to break up, fellas. If you trade silver, watch silver. Look at this Nasdaq. We're open, guys. We're open. Send me an email. No, Marco, you're in the first class, aren't you? You're in the class for tomorrow, are you not? Oh, okay. Send me an email. I sent them out both individually to each of you individually in an email and through benchmark email. Gold still whacking around sideways, doing nothing. Russell, not really nothing. Nasdaq looks like it wants that 750 area. Could get to 48 to 50. We do have 1,400 net buyers. ES looks like it's going to roll over a bit. Maybe back to VWAP. That indicator I played with yesterday here will turn on at 9:32. Seven seconds. If it gets a trade, it'll take a trade. There goes silver. Gold went, guys, 44. Nasdaq starting to run out of some gas. Okay. I mean, I think you can do that. It's just deadly slow. No bot trades fired yet, guys. Bonds are threatening to fire. Silver did go 3 or 4 ticks. Gold is flat. Nasdaq is trying to pull back a bit.
Order filled.
All right, bonds filled is short. Bonds are short on the bot. Oh, that's because that damn thing is off. That's why. When I shut them all off. Bonds are short. Nasdaq could come back to 05. Even 100.
Order filled.
Come on down to 05. Come on down. Okay. I'm short on our indicator, guys, with an 06 half target. I can't move it. It's frozen.
Target filled.
I'm out. I got my target, fellas. As soon as I can, it's frozen. As soon as I can move it, I'll move it for you. What a ratbag. I can't move it yet, guys. I'm not watching. Geez, there it is. Here's the trade I just took. This is my live account. That's my live account. And I just took that short into Pam's level at 06 half. Now this could come right down to 700. They're selling them back pretty good. That was the move up. It went further than I thought it might. I was hoping we would trade into Pam's level up here to get a better short at 46. But I took this short as soon as we broke 16 half down to 6 half, right at that yellow dotted line. Above it, we're trading longs. Below it, we trade shorts to the next level. Here's bonds. It's the only bot trade so far. Anybody take Nasdaq on the new indicator? So this is that new bot I'm working with. This is going to fire along here,
Order filled.
which it
Order filled.
just did. Hit first target, it didn't fill it.
Target filled.
There's first target. Russell's long on the bot also. I can't move it. Here we go. Now I can. God, I hate this. Russell went long on the Uniranko.
Target filled.
Both targets hit on this robot, automated robot that we started with yesterday. That's done. And the Russell is chugging around and bonds are sitting. I'm going to move bonds off the screen just so I can watch my charts. That isn't going anywhere quick. And Russell, I'll leave up. Come on. You can do it. 8 ticks. Come on. 4 ticks. 3 ticks. Should get it here. Let's see here.
Target filled.
All right. First target filled on RTY. First target filled. 21 ticks. I'm going to give you guys an update momentarily. Let's see, it's your third day in the room. I didn't pay attention as much. I was watching with my trying to do it on your phone. Benny, okay. I do. Yeah, I do. I do. What do I see here? Bonds doing nothing. Gold is trying to go long again from here on this pullback. Silver hasn't budged. Guys, at the conclusion of this trade, I'm going to give you an update. So we have taken, so far the bots have taken 1 gold trade, 1 Nasdaq trade, a Russell trade that we're in, and a bond trade. Okay, they've all made money except bonds, which haven't done anything yet. And I will give you a total momentarily. You got a Nasdaq short trying again. Nasdaq's gonna sell. All right, so this sold again. First target filled, and this is only trading 2 contracts. Target filled. Both targets filled on this new bot that we're playing with. It's taken 3 trades. Didn't get the first short because it was off. But long winner, short winner. We'd be 3 for 3 today. You guys can thank Jeff, not me. At the conclusion of this trade, I will give you guys a total. Boy, these candles are huge. Up, down, up, down. We're down to 350 buyers. Nah, it's not me, Jeff. This was your idea. I just put in what your idea was. It's you. Just hit your daily limit on Jeff's spot. Nice. Mark, you'll have to email me. Come on, go get that second target. 42 ticks. Let's do it. I need 10, 11 more ticks. I don't have the auto trail on. I moved it to break even. I don't care what it does. Nasdaq to me, guys, is still trying to maintain up. But if we break down below 02, that could be the end. This is Russell is struggling here. Let me see what we're struggling with. I mean, it could go to 03. All right, I'm going to kill this trade at first target. That's off. All right, guys, let me tell you where we're at on the bots, okay? The bots are up 13.55 with a trade still on. So as traders, you guys need to make a decision. And I've traded a couple hours, or maybe I just turned them on at the open of the market, whatever. The only trade before the market opened was $380 of that. So the bots are up, excuse me, $1,000 since the room is opened. As traders, you got to say, okay, what's my daily goal? Did I hit it? And should I consider being done? Remember, whether you're pushing the button manually or the bot is doing the heavy lifting, at the end of the day, you still have to have a goal, obviously, to be profitable, but it has to be reasonable for your account. If you're trading a $4,000 account, your daily goal is not $1,000. It's not. And that other bot is trading 2 contracts, not 3. If it were trading 3, we'd be up 1,600, 1,700. Here comes bonds. Couple ticks from home. No, not for me, Terry. I think gold is trying to go long, even with this negative delta. I think it's trying to go long. Let's see what the dollar's doing. Dollar index looks to me like it wants to come lower. Nasdaq at the moment is just anti-directional. And again, if I don't get another bot trade, I don't really care. It's been a good day. There goes gold. I still think gold is longs, fellas. I don't really see a short. It's chopping around sideways, but I don't see a short here. I mean, there are trades, obviously. But remember, what I said the other day in the room. I'm not trying to catch both sides of every trade. I mean, if that's the case, you can watch 3 charts. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to say, okay, what direction am I interested in trading in? So for instance, the Nasdaq. I just missed a pullback entry, but it didn't come to my level. It held the 05 half. So if I'm interested in trying to catch Nasdaq long, then I'm looking for pullbacks to catch the long. For you guys, especially newer traders, if you're trying to catch every trade, long and short, you're going to go blind and you're going to confuse the living hell out of yourselves. It's easier to just pick a direction and then decide where do I want to trade it from. So if I'm shorts, if I'm a short bias, or if I'm shorts, where would I want to be short from? Not can I get 7,412 trades a day? I've preached this for years. The guys that make real money are trading size. They're not trading dozens of trades on a daily basis. Okay? Like here's gold. Now, for me, I would have thought if we came down into the 68, I'd like to see this get filled. I'd be interested in a gold long, surely on a pullback down into the bottom, right? Or coming through VWAP. Those were my entries. So if I'm watching my order flow, I'm not trying to catch this short, this long, the next short, the next long. Now you're just scalping and whacking away, right? So I'm saying, okay, I got this move down. I held the 68%. I bounced into VWAP. Well, we don't know what's going to happen here. We get this short here, but look at the stack buyer imbalance. So now I want to be long. I'm above the point of control now. My first target should be 45, 45.1, and then I got to consider trading to 47 or higher. So, again, I'm not trying to catch every single zigzag up and down. Nice trade, Ray. Nice job, 42. You're perfect. You're perfect. 42.8. You're perfect. Above VWAP, stack buyer imbalance, and we know we should trade to 45, 44, 8, 9, 45. And then if we come through 45, 45.1, we still got to bust these swings at 45.6 and 45.9. You guys are getting education already. Here's the Nasdaq. I've lost buyers from pre-market. Not interested in trading long up near the high of the day. So where do I want to be long if I'm the Nasdaq? Well, I'd like to see what happens at VWAP. I can tell you this. This is what it looks like to me on Nasdaq. We're setting up for shorts. We're setting up to get a blowdown, at least into VWAP. Now, you can take a short on the Nasdaq if you want right now with a stop at 38.5. Here it comes. Here it comes. If anybody is short, your first target should be right around here, 700, 701, and then a free trade. It's got to break that swing from that 5-minute candle to back, right? So I'm trying to teach you guys. Boom, 701. We got to 700. First target filled. Now we will probably hit VWAP and bounce. Not far, and I think we dump VWAP. Did I not just say we're setting up for shorts? Nice, 24 points. Next, look, we got an unfinished auction down here. We're going to come get this. Come on. Unfinished auction. Oh, one tick shy. It's going to get it. Done. Where's my next target? Order flow, guys. Where's my next target? You guys don't want to learn order flow? Okay. I can make it easy. Right, Terry, the 68. My order flow is frozen, par for the course. Where's the 68? I can't move my damn order flow. This is a repeat of yesterday. Repeat of yesterday. See what I'm, 663. Well, that's where you're coming, 663. Repeat of yesterday. They bid them up, bid them up, bid them up. On retail buying, what is wholesale doing? They're selling into this. They're selling into the dummies like you and I that are buying it near the all-time high or the day high. Why? So if I wanted to be long, I can't be long here. I have no interest in being long here. And I still can't move my damn order flow, fellas. Now I can. We're coming down to 63. Hang on 1 second. We're going to want to futz around VWAP for a bit. But 63 is where this should work down to. And it's coming lower than that. Why? You see my 68 level down there at 63? Just like VWAP, it stair-stepped higher. When we see that stair-stepping higher of levels, that generally means we're going to pass through them. When they drop, that usually indicates support. That 68's getting yanked higher. It will trade down to 63. Got a small buy zone here from 77 to 72, which I'm not interested in taking. Come on, buddy. You're coming to 63. Anybody that took my short, your first target's off, and you got a monster runner. It's a monster runner. I'm not watching ES. I'm not watching anything else, guys. I'm focused on this Nasdaq. So I'm paying no attention to anything else. I'm trying to teach you guys something. It's going to want to pull back to VWAP, but I think it fails. No. Bitcoin futures. Yes. BTC. Yes. Bitcoin futures it can. I have no interest in a long here, guys. None. Now, where would you put your stop if you're short? You guys should be short somewhere near, 18, 20, 22. Where would your stop be on your runners if anybody has runners? Me personally, I wouldn't let this go back above my maybe 12. 12. I'm hiding behind sellers. Hang on, guys. We should drop. This looks to me like a reload at VWAP for shorts. Again, I could be dead wrong. We could go, the VWAP magnet. It's tough to trade around VWAP. That's why I really don't like now. I mean, if you're going to change directional bias, you may consider being long VWAP back up to 11 or 12 and then potentially higher. But my directional bias, or the trade I took, was short. I'm not trying to catch both sides of the trade. If you do, you're going to go dizzy. And then you're going to be in and out of trades all day, every day. It's easier to say, okay, do I want to be long or short? Where do I want to be long or short from? You have 500 buyers. They just bought them all back. So we could go right back up. If you guys want to take your money, take your money. It's a great trade. Nonetheless, it didn't come to 63 yet, but we know we're going to at some point today. Here's gold. Chop and slop. This can go break either way. I got some block sellers here. 29 contracts were sold here. Somebody bought 20 block here. Those are block trades. Here's natural gas at the bottom, low of the day. This is why breakout traders get crushed, because they're trying to sell the bottom. This will more than likely bounce at some level down here. Here's crude. 4,300 sellers. Well, I missed a short on crude, but the range is terrible. Here's ES has gone negative delta. ES is definitely a short. It's a short. We're below VWAP. We're holding the 68, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 unfinished auctions to trade to. Problem with ES is 09 has proven to be pretty good support. Again, I can't take a trade here. I'd need to take a trade higher up. Remember, guys, we're not looking for 25 trades a day. We're looking for 1, 2, 3 trades that are the right trade. Unfinished auctions are down. On ES, look at them. You got one at 08, 06 half, 05 quarter, all the way down to 02 quarter. I don't know about Nasdaq. I'm not looking at Nasdaq. Look, ES is going to want to come down. It's got to break 09, 08 half. If 08 half breaks, we're going to trade into the bottom. Get ready for an ES long. Here goes the first unfinished auction. Boom, gone. Here's the second one. Something filled. We're short the ES guys on the Unirenko. Come on, move. I can't move the damn chart again, but the Unirenko is there. It is. So here's the ES on the Unirenko. It's pulling the overhead lower. Done for the day. Hit your target. Nice job. Here's where I want to get to for a long, somewhere near 03. That's where I want my long if I'm going to take the ES long. I'm not taking it here back to VWAP. There might be 2 handles in it for a scalp, but I'm not interested in that. And then maybe higher up. But I don't like these unfinished auctions.
Order filled.
Had big block sellers down here, 122 cars and 130 cars down here.
Order filled.
You got 2 big buyers right here, 10, 10 quarter, 10 quarter. This will probably pop up to VWAP. Now we're just getting a little bit sloppy. Let me see Nasdaq. Same thing. We're parked at VWAP. I can't take a trade here. This could go either direction. Good. Let it build a bear flag. And puke. I mean, to me, it looks like it's trying to come down. I still think we have to hit 64, 65. We're pulling this higher up if we're even going to consider a long. ES is just asleep. It's in a chokehold. Gold on the 15-minute is going to short. Maybe at the close of the current candle at 10:15. They're not really buying. They're not buying VWAP. Small buyers at VWAP, but they're not really buying it. It's getting floppy, fellas. I can't trade this. This either has to break up and get away from this area, and then we can trade it back down, or potentially longs, but I cannot trade it in here. My money would be on short still, but this ES Unorenco may take me out. YM is getting a bid. We'll see what happens at about 130 area. Look at this candle delta. Minus 17, minus 27. This is ridiculous. We should dump through VWAP, fellas. We couldn't go up. We should come down. VWAP's gotten pulled up a little bit again. Again, I can't. We can't trade this. Nothing to see here, folks. Move along. What are you going to do with this? I mean, if somebody is an outright gambler and you want to take a shot, you can take a trade, pick a direction. I can't, there's nothing I can do with this. I'll just let it sit here. I mean, to me, this has to come down, is what I see. But even though that's what I see, if I had to take a trade, it would be short with a stop at 28. Yeah, bonds is trying to turn up. Okay, Gary. What I think was happening here, again, we'll never know. It appears to me the volume is pretty good over the last 4 candles, 11,000, 9,000. It's dwindling now, but it looks to me like retail traders are trying to buy it and wholesale is selling into it. But again, unless we get a break away from VWAP, there's nothing to do here. My money would be on shorts if I were to take a trade. Definitely not longs. And I would, again, your stop is big. If you guys like it, your stop is 26 and your target from 90 is still 64, 65. It's not for me. ES also has no direction. Selling's picking up a little bit. Our negative delta is increasing slightly. Now decreasing. Guys, there's no trades here. There is no trades. It's impossible to trade around VWAP. It's going to go one direction or the other. It's not going to sit here all day. I would definitely say so, Kristen. I mean, yeah, below that lower swing. I mean, it's not. ES is trying to move. It's not really trying to move anywhere. I mean, it's just a dead trade. If the bottom falls out here, ES will come with it. Yeah. I think that this is going to be a long trade. Victor, I'm not willing to take any trades anywhere at this point. There's really no movement. Everybody should be green. We've had some nice trades. There's no hurry to be in a trade, is there? Remember, cash is a position. If it breaks 05, 06, this could go long. Maybe 06. President Biden has terminated the state of emergency at the Mexican border. I didn't know we had a state of emergency there. No more American taxpayer dollars will be wasted on constructing a border wall, but we will send it to Pakistan for gender studies, wherever the hell they're sending it. So now we can trade up. I'm not interested in a trade here. Bonds is going to reverse, it looks like, which should be good for gold if bond yields are falling. Silver's dead quiet. Gold is dead quiet. Just be patient, guys. We can't stay flat like this all day. Let me look at the VIX. Exactly, Marco. Guys, VIX cash is up about 0.1%, and VIX futures is actually down 0.1%. Dow futures currently up 90, S&P up 9.5, Russell up, Nasdaq up 65, Russell up 10. Bots are dead quiet. There is no movement on. There's not enough movement anywhere. Gold is going to trigger a short, but now it'll be the 10:30. If it goes, it'll be 15 minutes from now. Yeah, YM, Victor, you were right on that. YM had movement. The CS is going to take me out on this Unirenko. Yeah, maybe not. I have nothing in crude, nothing in gold. Gold is a short. Gold is a short. 40.7, 40.8, 40.6. This is one of those days that if you take a long or a short, if you wait long enough, you'll probably be right. All right, you got your first target on gold. No, it hit 38.9. What a dog. One tick shy of that first target. Here comes Nasdaq a Dacky. Come on, one more tick. 38.9 on gold. 15-minute robot is short, guys. Fired at 10:30. Nasdaq 700 net seller still won't break quickly, but again, I think it's got to come. Gold missed my target by a single tick. So if you want to take risk off, your prerogative. Don't be like me and be hard-headed. Come on, one more tick on gold. It's coming. You got an unfinished auction at 38.2. You could. I'm showing 38.9, but you guys can take that unfinished auction as well if you want to get a few more ticks out of it. It's going to get that auction, guys. Come on. You got target now, regardless. Or we can use my pet peeve and you can say irregardless, which is a peeve of mine, but you got your first target. It's free trade. I don't have another gold trade. I think gold's going to get wasted. It should come down to that 36.9. I would like to see that tagged, and then if we're going to get buyers in there, that's where I would be interested in gold. Nasdaq is bleeding out. Where did I say Nasdaq was coming? We should come down to 72 and then get a bounce down there. And then I think we continue lower. $72, fellas. If anybody's holding shorts, and here it goes, wants to bounce back to VWAP. What a freaking rat bag. Look at this. Unbelievable. I can't believe this did that. Still think it's got to come lower, guys. I don't have anything I can do with this. You could try selling that 700 area. Your stop is still 22.50. It's not for me. I'm in no Nasdaq trade, guys. I will not trade this until the range gets bigger. Yeah, this is just a sloppy, and pathetic trade. No volatility, nothing. Right back to VWAP, hanging out again at VWAP. Yeah, I'm still sitting with that trade. ZB hasn't gone anywhere. Came down a tick or two, but obviously not to target. And gold on the 15-minute. Absolutely, Sebastian. Keep your money. There's just no way for me. Some of you guys might be scalping a, small time frame chart, 30-second. Some of you guys trade really small time frame stuff. I mean, I could probably go to a 5 range and trade the daylights out of this, but look, they just buy 1,000 contracts. Utterly absurd. If it doesn't happen, I mean, we've had great trades with the members in member Skype in the afternoon. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. If I don't get another trade by 11 or just thereafter, I'm wrapping this up. Do I have anybody that did not make money yet today? Is there anybody in the room that has not made money? If you have not taken a trade, I don't really care. I don't talk weird lingo in Skype. I don't talk anything different in Skype than I do in the room. Yeah, but what, Chad? What? What are we waiting on? Yeah, I agree with you, Sebastian. I mean, I know Powell speaks again today. I'm not sure that's it, but we had a nice negative delta of 1,100 contracts. Look, they come back in and buy 900 more. But usually I look for big numbers, like somebody coming in on the Nasdaq that where they buy 200, 300, 400 contracts at any given print. I don't see any of that. None anywhere. Gold back above VWAP, could go back to 44. 44.5. Yeah, I agree, Terry. I'm not trading this either. I mean, I could have taken along here at 04, back up through VWAP, and I had buyers in the candle. But this range is just really, this is where, I get lopped around in this bullshit. Pardon my French. I have no desire to give them any money. I've made money. It isn't much. Here's where I'm at. I'm up $380, guys. I've taken 4 trades. That's it. 2 losers in pre-market, 1 on gold and 1 on the ES, and 2 winners on Nasdaq since the market has opened. That's all I've taken, and I'm not compelled to take any more trades. Guys, is there anybody that has not made something today? I don't care if you made $50. Is there anybody that has not made money today? Again, if you haven't taken any trades, that's another story. If you're doing your own thing, that's another story. Okay, you're a break even. That's nice job, Ryan. Yeah, so if Moshe, if you're taking your own trades, look, guys, let me say this: if anybody is down from trades that I have suggested, let me know that. Many of you as traders do your own thing. You're trading silver, you're trading this, you're trading that, and you're doing your own thing, and maybe you're down. Is there anybody that's down from my trade suggestions today, using the entries that I've given, the stops I've given, and the targets I've given? Yeah, it's easier to blame me for everything, no question. No, I mean, listen, I know the trades that I've given because I write them down and I keep them. So if anybody is down from anything that I've given, then it's one of 2 things. It's very simple. You've taken a trade, you used your own stop because that's what you wanted to do, and you used your own target. Right? So if I give a trade and my first target is like with the Nasdaq early this morning, my stop is whatever it was, 23, my first target was 12, and you close it at a loss before it goes to the stop I've given, well, that's on the guy. That's on the guy pushing the button. The other example is guys will tend to cherry pick. So you're trying to align what I'm seeing with maybe what you're seeing or not seeing. Oh, Bob said gold is a short, but I think it's a long. I'm not going to take the short. And it went to first target. That's all we got out of it. But it's still 25 ticks, $2.50. Indeed, I am, Paul. Growing old watching it, man. Growing old watching this trade. Well, Monday is the best day of the week. Friday is the next best. So what you're saying, no, don't say it confuses us. It confuses you. You should always speak in your person. Don't speak for other people ever. Okay? Because if I ask the room, they will say, no, I wasn't confused. But It may confuse you. Okay, that I get. So what one of the members is saying is they would rather I don't share with anybody what I'm seeing and narrate because he is confusing them as trades. So if I say, for instance, gold looks like it's going to short, he is confusing that as a trade. Is there anybody else that feels that way? No, it's not, Daryl. No. But I also don't think that English is his first language. I could be wrong, and he can correct me on that. Okay, so overwhelmingly no. What I try to do, guys, is share what it is I'm seeing. Why? Yes, it is not his first language. So there may be a language barrier, and for that I apologize. So Nevin, I would venture a guess the same thing with you, right? Is English your first language? No. Okay. So I have two members that English is not their first language, and maybe what I'm saying is confusing. What I'm trying to share with you guys, French, well, I can do it in French. I can do it in French mostly. I mean, Mimi, I'm not an expert in French, but I could say something like, in French, gold is along, and it might come out, I like bagels. I don't speak Italian, Marco. The words I know in Italian, I can't say. So entry here on the blue candle. You wouldn't take that blue candle because you're trading right up into this overhead resistance, and this, Pam's basically make line in the sand dots, right? Yellow, below yellow, we're trading shorts. Above yellow, we're trading longs. So you wouldn't take that. We get some couple of sideways chop, and then I would take that at 10.5, and my third standard deviation is about 96. I mean, it's a big stop. 14 handles, not really, but it's a big stop. And if you're merely trailing, right? Open target, don't know where we're going to go. If you're not using, and she'll let you trial these dots. If you're not using Pam's dots, if you're just trailing 3 standard deviations or any of them, you would have been out here either 25.50 or 27.50 from 10.5. Now, again, after watching all of this minutia, I have no reason to believe I wouldn't take that trade. This trade failed. That trade failed. I have no interest in taking, a bunch of trades today. I'm watching it trades for the most part sideways. We did expand the range. So now if we get a short, we only have 368 net buyers. So now I can make an argument for a quick short at 26.50 with a stop at 44. But geez, that's a freaking monster. With a target back at 700. It's a pretty good risk to reward ratio. And I think it's a short. We are coming into the top of the hour. What do we know? Europe closes in 35 minutes. And we usually get pullbacks into the close of Europe. So, Lori, if you buy the robot, that comes with 3 months in the room at no charge. I mean, I'm basically giving you the 3 months in the room to learn how to trade the robot, to learn, when are we trading it? What am I trading? So that you can get used to that, right? And then you have 3 months in the room. Now, guys, honestly, this week has been, for us, a really poor week. Not much volatility. Markets are kind of pissy. And I haven't done a whole lot. If you guys want to see what we've done historically, I mean, we're typically ripping off 30, 40, 50, 60, 80 handle trades in the Nasdaq. Now, I'm not getting that kind of movement this week, but you get 3 months in the room. You can take advantage of, order flow trades if you like, but if not, it's there for you. It's your choice. The robot is yours. The robot is yours. You guys own it. It's a one-time price. It's not, there's no annual licensing fee or anything. You can put it on 2 computers. And if you buy, so there are 2 versions. Here, let me go to the website. I'll show you. I'm into the new decade here, guys. If you go to the website, okay. So this is the full version of the robot, $24.97. Okay, allows you to trade as many instruments as you want and as many time frames. I mean, you could theoretically put this on 100 charts and trade them all. Okay. Then there is a single version of the robot, which only allows for licensing of 1 instrument of your choosing, and that's what you can trade. Now, this would include minis and micros. That's $9.97. So if you only trade 1 instrument, some of you may say, well, I don't want to trade gold. I don't want to trade, whatever. Okay, $9.97. I have an annual membership, which gives you 12 months in the room and includes the full version of the robot. Right? So for another $1,200, you get 12 months in the room. Now, if you purchase just the robot, there is an allowance to stay in the room. I mean, you can bill monthly. Anybody that might be interested in actually learning order flow, that is a 2-year membership. It's $49.97. That includes my order flow indicator, which I've been showing, as well as the full version of the bot. It's 2 years in the room. You would be in the 2nd class, which meets today, Thursday. And then there is a monthly membership for those that see we're coming down. Anybody short that Nasdaq? Anybody short it? First target is 701 again. 701. Okay. Then we have a monthly membership, which comes with a guarantee. I said, if anybody is interested, Nasdaq is a short, here is your stop. 701 target hit, big trade. Now we're selling off. Big trade. Kudos to you. Dirk, I cannot overcome a language barrier. I mean, Dejan, I cannot overcome a language barrier, my friend. Yeah, I will. So my Lori. So I will be teaching another class, order flow, probably in the fall. No, I did not take the trade, Dejan, because I'm sitting here talking to one of my trial members. So in the fall, I'll do another class, and by then the first class will be wrapped up. The second class will be close to wrapped up, and I'll start another class. Guys, if you're short, hang on to that Nasdaq. I think this is it. Nice job, Michael. Okay. Yeah, stop was, I understand it was a big stop. That's why I gave the stop, guys. So this is a monthly membership, includes nothing other than access to the room, $497. And then if you're interested in that other indicator that I've been showing all week, the breakout indicator, that's right here. And we bounce again. But you can purchase, if anybody is interested in one of these, you can purchase it right off the website. I don't need to any longer send invoices or anything like that. So here's what we got going on, guys. Here's what we got. We still got this stupid gold trade. We still have this bond trade. And that's all that's going on. If I did that short on NQ based on your NQ, would not have given me so big a stop. Just three. Yes. So let me show it to you. If okay, it would have been a little bit different. I'm crawling into the technology world, Ray, with a real e-commerce site, man. From my order flow short earlier than the bot. See you tomorrow, Chris. Guys, for my members, pay attention to member Skype later. I have my order flow class at 12 noon. And guys, if anybody in the room, I would think Russell wants to come down to VWAP. But we're not getting much movement anywhere, guys. Bonds, usually bonds is pretty quick, quicker than this. This is just, this bond trade fired at 9:34. We're almost 2 hours later, and it hasn't even gone to first target, which is ridiculous. Russell should come down to VWAP, I would think. Gold is still coming. Second target is 49 ticks. Hang on, Saeed. I'll come to that in a second. For someone like you who's a rookie or a few months into trading, can you explain? VWAP is volume weighted average price, Saeed, which is this blue line here, that dashed line.
Target filled.
Well, we got first target on the RTY. First target on Russell, fellas. Nice job, Rick. Does the bot recognize washout? No. No, John, it does not. Pelosi said she wants the stimulus bill passed by the end of this month. I thought that was a done deal. They were going to give everybody $3,000. What happened to that? All right.
Target filled.
I'm done with that. And this is done. Bots are all off, guys. Don. You kill me, man. I can't wait for you to come down here. I cannot wait. We'll never get any work done. So we got gold going in the right direction and bonds just basically in neutral. This is all that's on here, fellas. So the bots today, guys, were up about $1,300. They are currently up 552 with these two trades. If bonds comes down, nice. Nasdaq's just floating, guys. It's doing nothing. ES is basically doing nothing for me. I'm going to wrap this up momentarily. This is just boring as heck. I've got, I'm going to take this.
Target filled.
That's done. That bot is off. They're all off, guys. The only one that's running, I will leave this on to completion one way, shape, or form. Okay? It's down one tick. Very unbond-like trade. In the members area, the settings for the bot, some of them are colored red. That means they were recently updated. They were recently updated. Whenever there's anything in red, first thing, if I change any settings or do anything, I always send an email to the membership and alert you guys to the fact that I've altered settings or changed settings somewhere. And then when they're changed in the member area, they're done so in red. Yeah, so the NQ today, and Thursday is not our best day. We don't typically run it on Thursdays. I do, but and I'll give totals. Would have taken that losing trade and that winning trade. It would have been two trades today. Okay, Stephen? Let me give you guys historical or last year's totals, okay? On the bots. Gold. There are four primary bots, which is gold, Nasdaq, and YM on a 3-minute bot, 3-minute time frame. Then there is the ES on a 15-minute time frame. Okay? We have other bots, like I run them on Unirenko on the Russell, I run them on the Unirenko on the Nasdaq, etc. But those are not primaries. So the numbers I'm going to give you are derived from those four aforementioned charts. In the last, and this is a little outdated, right? In the last 210 trade sessions, gold is up over $60,500. Now, I am not taking into account draw, deficit, whatever. I'm giving you a net number. If anybody would like exact numbers through today, let's say, tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. when Dr. Dean is running the room, you can ask him. These are his numbers. He has tracked these. Okay? NQ over the last 201 sessions is up a little over $107,400. YM over the last 125 sessions is up 23,000 and change, and the ES on the 15-minute is up over the last 47 sessions. Now again, these numbers are increased, 11,279. Trading, generally the bots are not running on Tuesdays and Thursdays. The YM, I think he runs on Thursdays. I'm not sure. They're not running Tuesdays or Thursdays. It's Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 6 a.m. Eastern through 10:30 a.m. Eastern. That is the time frame that those numbers are derived from. Okay? Guys, give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. The bot was up $708.75. $708.75. Okay? Not a great day, but not terrible. Had a losing trade on the ES, which sucked up a bunch of that profit from earlier this morning, and then ground it back with that gold trade on the 15-minute. Markets are dead. The numbers you just gave for 3 contracts, Tom. Minis, not micros, 3 contracts. And if anybody is interested in the bot, we will teach you how to use it. You can trade along with Dr. Dean for 2 hours in the morning. Remember, 3 months comes with the membership. If anybody does anything on my website, again, when I set it up yesterday or day before,